To connect the FCS2 low dead volume top with 1/16 inch outside diameter tubing to other 1/16 inch outside diameter tubing, an IDEX P-702 union is suggested. Take the P-702 union assembly and release the flangeless nut with ferrule. Place the flangeless nut over the FCS2 tubing, then the ferrule with the taper toward the FCS2. The flat bottom should be facing away from the FCS2 toward the union. Release the other flangeless nut with ferrule from the union, and push your 1/16 inch tubing through while making sure the ferrule's taper is toward the nut. The tubing should be flush with the flat side of the ferrule, then screw the assembly back into the union. You can lightly pull on the tubing to make sure the tubing is captured by the union assembly. For the other side of the chamber, release the nut and ferrule from a new union. Install the nut and ferrule with the taper toward the chamber and the flat bottom away from the chamber. It is good practice to have the tubing flush with the ferrule when assembling. Next, release the other nut and ferrule. Sometimes they like to stay in the union. Make sure to put the nut on the tubing first, then the ferrule with taper toward the nut, flat bottom toward the chamber. When initially loading the chamber with media, it is suggested to hold the chamber at a 45 or 90 degree angle with the inflow side lower than the outflow. If there are any air bubbles, tapping on the chamber while in this orientation and perfusing media will release the bubbles.